to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On play action, Mariota looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll air this one out deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Breshad Perriman, 75 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Off the play fake, Mariota. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
The ball carrier.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Raiders 1st down.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Las Vegas.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
a shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mariota to throw it. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Hassan Reddick showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Being chased down left. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Kaepernick. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they 91.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 boom.
58's the money. 58's the money. Monday.
Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Well, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check, 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 check.
It's a run by Coleman to start the 3rd quarter. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They will run again with Coleman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Out of the gun, Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Gain of 16 yards.
They go play action. Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 42 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right over there. Watch the slide. 58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the run.
Now Kaepernick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to get him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. Now, Kaepernick again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tony Pollard, 47 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
With the score, Raiders 42, Jets 14.
To throw, Kaepernick. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Again, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, 91! 91! Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mike, 50. Right there in the middle, 55. I got him.
Kaepernick now on third and goal.
Go, go, go.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 30 on second down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He'll air this one out for Mims. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. To throw Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And now here is another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Brings up second and
on second down, Pollard, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
the Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. A big off.